Thank you. I'm so sorry about that. Streamlabs is worthless.
Of realities and that kind of surreal fantasy. I can praise it because I'm not on the art team. It just felt really beautiful and cool.
Silence of the Lambs is another example for sure. Twin Peaks as well. We are still drawing from that idea and from Lynch's works overall.
Twin Peaks and David Lynch works is still important for us. But then also, just from an art direction perspective, we looked at a lot of like Coen Brothers works, like Fargo, and trying to give that slightly. We didn't want it to feel like very modern. It needed to feel like it was like a place lost in time.
There's one influence that towers overall, however. David Fincher's disturbing 1995 thriller, Seven.
Seven is close to my favorite movie, but it's not my favorite movie. It's a little too dark.
God damn.
This picture was dated 3 days ago.
When I look at Saga, I see a lot of Seven. She is a professional, like consummate professional. She's very talented at what she does. She's here with her partner, Alex Casey, trying to solve this increasingly impossible seeming series of mysteries. With this kind of, it's not that
I like her a lot. She is beautiful.
They're being funny, but like there's like a pleasant.
She's actually really beautiful.
Back and forth.
The glasses can be deceiving.
That really reminds me of Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Seven is definitely a good example of merging of detective fiction with horror. Like serial killers often come really close to a horror film while being very much a detective story as well.
Seven is perhaps where these worlds collide most prominently in film. In Alan Wake 2, this overlap can be found in a place literally called The Overlap. Areas where Bright Falls reality merges with Nightmare New York. For Alan's Big Apple, there needed to be a whole new dossier of reference material, albeit
Night
again with some overlap.
Springs.
We wanted it to feel more grimy, more run down. It rains a lot. So things like Seven, like the kind of like how they utilize rain to kind of like heighten different moods. We utilize weather to kind of not just as like a visual thing. We also want to use it actually narratively to kind of like, as things escalate, there's more water, there's more rain.
We are drawing from many various things. In The Dark Place, it goes back to visuals of what does this kind of pop culture, crime-ridden New York feel like, and we go all the way to Taxi Driver for the visuals of wet asphalt and neon signs being reflected there.
Someday a real rain will come and wash all the scum off the streets.
Scorsese's masterpiece brings the most sordid layers of 1970s New York bubbling to the surface. But Alan Wake 2's New York is far from one rooted in reality, and one that plays on the horror and uncertainty of the unknown.
We weren't really going for anything like body horror or zombie horror. We were very much leaning on what we established in the first game, which was slightly supernatural psychological horror, more focused on, for us, the building of atmosphere, the sense of dread that kind of comes from not just the world that you're in and kind of like what we do on an audioscape level and an atmospherics level to make you feel that, but also on a narrative level.
The dark place had reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked.
The dreamlike nature of The Dark Place, Inception plays a role. Him struggling to understand and remember, I feel Memento is a great, once again, a detective story, kind of trying to understand and trying to piece together